Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Ambassador AmbShahid with VOSA, and today we'll discuss why the Indian Prime Minister has become a real threat to the regional peace and stability as well as to the world peace. And the world must take notice of that, because this will not only affect peace and stability in South Asia, but it would have far-reaching repercussions for the world peace. Why I'm saying that? I have very strong and valid arguments. Number one, Indian Prime Minister has lowered the threshold of war by declaring that any terror act in Jammu and Kashmir or in India would be treated as an act of war. This is really a very dangerous statement, because in Jammu and Kashmir there is an indigenous struggle. So how could you blame for any act of terrorism that this act has been sponsored or has been supported by Pakistan? Number two, India has held Indus Water Treaty in abeyance, and India has also started decreasing or increasing the flow of water towards Pakistan at its will. This can't remain unnoticed for a long time. India will not be allowed to interfere with the water supply or with the water which has been agreed with Pakistan. What I want to say that if India will decrease or increase the flow of water in the streams or in the rivers which flow into Pakistan, that is Indus, Jhelum and Chenab, then the Pakistani government, maybe for a few months, it would remain silent, but it can't remain silent forever. And everyone knows that the both countries are nuclear. Number three, Mr. Modi's statement that youth of Pakistan should eat and drink and should not support any sort of terrorist activity, otherwise they will face the bullet of Modi. This is highly provocative and unfortunately a very, very undiplomatic statement by a Prime Minister of one of the largest country in the world. How could you without knowing or without investigating, blame the whole youth of Pakistan and taunt them that you should eat, drink, and have a happy life and do not indulge in terrorist activities, otherwise you will face the bullet of Modi. This has sent a shock wave in Pakistan. The youth of Pakistan are very angry. So these three specific actions, as well as Modi's statement after a 4-day conflict, are again provocative. Both countries are nuclear, and both countries possess capabilities that they can attack each other. So, how can Mr. Modi think that he will attack Pakistan or he will stop Pakistan's water, or he can threaten Pakistani youth without impunity, and Pakistan will not react? In my personal opinion, and even in the opinion of Indian defense analyst, Mr. Modi has made a real blunder by lowering the threshold of war. Countries go to the war when they cannot resolve their issue through dialogue. We have not exhausted our all avenues for resolving our issues through dialogue. And particularly when we both are nuclear. So, Mr. Modi is a real threat to the regional peace and stability, as well as to the world's peace and stability. If he does anything, if he again declares war on Pakistan, this war would not remain a simple Cold War, or it would not remain a war with ordinary weapons. It might result into a nuclear confrontation. And Japan knows that what happens if you are attacked by a nuclear weapon. So, the countries like Japan, European Union, and USA must intervene, because the time for diplomacy, if anything happens again, is very limited. You have seen in 4 days how fast the missiles were flowing across the borders. It's just in minutes. And if on from any side in nuclear warhead is started, it will not stop. So it's the time is now. Time is for the Indian people to look. They are growing and they want to have a prime minister who is putting them in existential threat. They must act. And the international bodies and the international actors like USA, China, Russia, European Union, Japan and South Korea must act if they want to save this world from unimaginable consequences. We hope that the countries, those who can have influence on India, would force Mr. Modi to stop aggressive statements and foolish statements and start dialogue before it's too late. Thank you very much.